Welcome back. We're at Mascoma Savings Bank in New London, and joining me now is Melina Zuccotti. She's Managing Director at the New London Barn Playhouse. Welcome.
Thank you.
We talked to you a little bit before in another interview, and you told us a lot about the first shows, the opening show, and then Gypsy. Tell us what the rest of the season has in store for us.
So following Gypsy, we come into our three-week run of The Sound of Music.
Oh, you need 3 weeks for The Sound of Music.
You absolutely need 3 weeks for The Sound of Music.
You could go see it every week almost.
Yep. This is considered, a lot of people are, this is the most hotly anticipated show in our season, according to some.
Oh, sure. Great family show.
Yeah, it is. And it's the 50th anniversary of the film, which is another really special touch, and had a lot to do with why we chose it this year. We actually got the rights for The Sound of Music for this year 2.5 years ago, because we knew we wanted to do it, and it's in demand. And so that will be directed. Of course, everybody knows the show. There's not much I could say about it that people don't already know, other than it's just an icon of the American theater. So it will be directed by our outgoing artistic director, Carol Dunn.
Oh, nice.
It's one of her favorite shows. It's a Barn favorite, too. This will be the 8th time that the Barn has done it over the course of our 83 years.
I believe it. I say every 10 years it crops up, because I remember the age that my daughters were when it came the first time, and they're now teenagers, so it was 10 years ago. Yeah.
It is. It's going to be. It's going to be spectacular. We have a wonderful team of acting interns who are going to be taking the lead roles in there. And the gentleman who's playing Rolf, who's a member of our acting intern company, shared with us a couple of days ago over the phone that he used to spend his summers as a child on the shores of Lake Sunapee, and one of his first Barn memories is of coming to see a show at the New London Barn. And now he will be back playing Rolf in the production this year.
Oh,
so
that's great.
Yeah, it's
and there'll be some local children in that show.
There will be a number of local children in that show.
The Barn interns can't play the little guys, right?
No, we were looking forward to having a great group of. We always have great kids involved in Barn productions in one way or the other. And this year, The Sound of Music will be really, really putting them front and center. Also, we have playing the captain in our production will be André Softeland, who was our Jean Valjean 2 years ago in Les Miserables. Oh. He's a native of Norway. He's a spectacular actor and just about one of the nicest people you'll ever meet. So it's going to be a great show.
Great, super. All right, so that's around midsummer.
So that runs until the 19th of July, and then we follow that with our 1-week show, which is the Steel Magnolias, which is
a straight play. That's not a musical. Mm-hmm.
That's our 1-week sort of midsummer moment of a straight play. It runs only 7 performances, and so you got to get there or you're going to miss it. And that's a wonderful play. Yeah. It's funny and witty and sharp and moving all at the same time. Then we're going to follow that. You know what? I left one out. God, Dirty Rotten Scoundrels, which comes before Steel Magnolias.
That's all kind of gangsters.
Yep,
it's got to be. Okay.
That is based on a 1988 Steve Martin movie, and it was made into a Tony-nominated musical, which has had a very successful run in New York and on the West End. Actually, it was actually just on the West End again. Very, very funny contemporary musical with a great jazz score. Oh, jazz-based score, very catchy.
Right, because Steve Martin is a very good musician himself.
He is, as a matter of fact. But the musical came after the movie, but it's a fantastic score, and so if you know Steve Martin, you know it's funny. It's hilarious. And then we have Steel Magnolias, and then following Steel Magnolias, we have The Mystery of Edwin Drood. Oh. And this is the one that I am personally the most excited about. This, The Mystery of Edwin Drood is a Tony-winning musical. It's based on the last novel that Charles Dickens wrote, and he was working on it when he died. It was a mystery, and it was left unfinished by his death. And the musical, it's a play within a play. It's a troupe of Victorian actors putting on a Royal Music Hall production of this mystery. And at the point in the story when Charles Dickens died, everything stops. And the audience, and the cast turns it over to the audience. And the audience, that evening's audience, will have an opportunity to choose. It's a choose your own adventure in a way.
Oh, I love that.
And the audience votes for who they think the killer is, who they think the secret lovers are that will come together, who they think the mystery detective that shows up in the second act is actually revealed to be. And then based on what the audience votes on that night, that will determine the ending of the show. So the cast actually has to learn something like 15 different endings. It's an extraordinary tour de force.
It's like Clue
it is.
on
no,
stage.
It's actually a lot like Clue.
That's really fun.
And it is. I saw it as a child in New York City. It's a spectacular musical.
What
it's
a great
so much fun. So you can come again and again and see a different show every night.
Oh, that's really fun. Great.
And it's a favorite in the industry. It's a favorite, and it's just a wonderful musical.
So pleased. Well, great. Well, thanks for another great lineup.
Thank you so much.
It's going to be a great summer. Best place to get tickets and learn more all about the schedule is you got a great website.
www.nlbarn.org, and you can get single tickets or flex passes or subscriptions. You can get everything on
Whatever you
there.
need. Great. Well, thanks. Have a great summer.
Thank you so much.
Take care.